I have returned to the vlogs. Surprisingly, I was gonna do a different episode last week, but then I was just really not in the mood. I was like, you know, I want to break completely. I have footage for it, so I might release it eventually, but not really in the rush for it. But yeah, no video last week because of that, because I just want to complete time away from editing. Actually, I did edit on my vacation time. But anyway, vacation's over. I feel refreshed. Back to vlogging, very exciting. Hopefully it's more exciting now. But yeah, I had planned to film a Thinking Out Loud episode, which I did film. But I was like, you know what? I'll save it for a rainy day where I absolutely have nothing going on. Then maybe I'll use that instead. But yeah, I'm back. The funny thing is, I felt really refreshed after my vacation. 6 days away from work. But my first morning back at work, I walk into the store and I'm just like, nothing was wrong. The team did a great job. Nothing was wrong. It was just, how to put this? I wanted to quit on the spot. Nothing to do with vacation blues or anything. It's just that I reflected a lot over my last 6 days, which I'll reveal and show you guys over time. But I reflected a lot in the 6 days. I think it was like a mental break. So I did a lot of thinking, and henceforth, that's why I was like, maybe it's working at that store is draining the life out of me, and things are not getting any better. The company's run horribly. Anyway, this week, not too much going on. I do have to fly to Calgary. Speaking of company being managed poorly, they're flying us all out for 2 days because they were having another district meeting, which could be done on a bloody Zoom call, as always. It is pointless to pay for so many plane tickets and hotel rooms for no reason, but they really want us to do that. So a huge waste of money that could be used for other resources. People think, oh, it's a nice little trip. No, it's work related. But if that's what they think is really good for their money, then by all means. But it's just so stupid. And I don't want to go to Calgary when it's so cold. Apparently it's going to be like minus 5, 10 degrees when I'm there. But it won't be as bad as I think it'll be, because they're not, it's a drier, there's no breeze, so it's not as cold. So, you know, that's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to Calgary for 2 days, and then I'm back Wednesday night, and then I'm working Thursday. Basically this week I am just going to be annoyed because I'm working every single day. Because of the availabilities of my management staff and everything, I have to work as soon as I get back from Calgary. I don't have a day off. In fact, I only have 1 day off this week. Because that's another downside of going to Calgary or being away from the store, is that days off get messed up. Because even though I'm not in the store, I'm technically still working, so I still get a day off. But I need to make sure Zion gets a day off. So today my day, I have a day off Sunday, but then I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. And on Thursday, I'm working 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Yeah. Am I annoyed at my management staff because of their availability? At times, I do blame myself that I promoted students because they are busy when exam schedules come out. So it's kind of my own fault. But it's just very inconvenient, and I end up paying for it because I'm not going to make Zion pay for it by making him work and lose a day off. It's just, at the end of the day, when it comes to a sacrifice, I feel the store manager or the manager, like the top, should do it. Technically, some people will disagree and think that, oh, because you're a manager, you can make sure they don't. Yes, that's true. I can make them not have the day off that they need, but that would result in probably not the happiest employees, and henceforth they might quit, leaving me in a more terrible situation. So yeah. Anyway, I've been just chilling at home today, and then this morning I went to dim sum, and then I had to fix my tire because there was a nail that went to my back left tire, and it was a pain. Hopefully I got the spare on, and then hopefully it's just a simple patch at work and I don't have to pay for tire because that could be very expensive when I could be saving that money for another plane ticket somewhere else. So hopefully it's just a easy patch and not having me to replace the tire, which could cost a lot of money. But yeah. That was fun today. And then tomorrow I have early work, which I'm probably gonna try to leave early because, you know, I'm working 7 days in a row in a 12-hour shift. I'm gonna leave early tomorrow if I can. But right now I'm just doing a little bit tidy up so that I don't come home to a messy house on Wednesday night because I'm not gonna have any time to clean. I'm on my way to the tire shop, but this is the puncture. It's like deep inside. I really hope they can patch it because I don't want to spend money on a wheel, or not wheel, tire. I'm in a hotel room, so you know what that means. I should look at the camera because it's weird. You know what that means? It's time for a hotel room tour. So here's the entryway, a little bit dark. I thought there'd be a light here, but there isn't. And then we have the wardrobe and all that stuff here, I guess. Yeah. It's not like I need to hang anything. There's a lot of space up here. There's an iron, more space up here. And then they have a free bottle of water, which is really nice. Safe, which I won't really need. And then there's the Bible and everything like that. 2 drawers, a nice little desk area. It's also, again, very dark. There's a light here, but I figured there'd be another light up here or something. TV, this comfy thing under the table. Like, I'll probably move the chair over here to do some work, let's be honest. And then it's bloody cold, but let's be honest, I'm actually very happy to see this much snow because, you know, I'm from Vancouver. We don't get much snow, and if I haven't seen this volume, and it's actually quite pretty. 2 beds this time. So what's probably gonna happen is I'll probably lounge in this one and sleep in this one. What that means is that I'm probably gonna have my dirty clothes on this. I'll eat on this, but then this one will be completely untouched. Oh, I'm getting a text. Yeah. Clock, all that stuff. Ample lighting up there. But yeah, no, this room is up a little bit bigger than the room I stayed at last time. So yeah. And then we're gonna go to the bathroom. Mirror here. And then when I was washing my hands, I scared myself with this mirror because I suddenly was like, whoa. Mirror. This closes, not that I need to close it. I'm alone. Towels, toilet, and then the bathroom is separate. I'm in the shower. The quality's not bad when there's proper lighting for this thing. Currently, I am tucked up in bed. It's only like 5:30, and we're supposed to go out for like a team event for bowling and stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am really not in the mood. In full honesty, if I'm not clocked in, I shouldn't have to pretend or be professional anymore. So this thing that's happening after work, not even work, this thing that's for work, this bowling thing, I just feel like I'm so drained. That's what part of introvert is. I don't want to do when I'm not on the clock, I don't want to be socializing. But we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna leave early, get back here, and that kind of stuff. I'm just not in the mood. My colleague's also not in the mood. I don't know how the other managers are feeling, but I'm just not in the mood. I took a nap. This bed's really comfy. 2 bajillion sheets. I'm not used to that. So right now I'm just gonna chill for another hour, and then I guess I get ready to go to bowling. I'll insert some clips of bowling probably. I was originally watching the TV in the room, but then nothing really came. It's the news now, so I brought my iPad this time, so I'm gonna watch some K-dramas instead now, and just pass the time. I am back from Calgary. I'm into 12 degrees instead of negative 10 degrees. It's a big difference. I'm wearing a thin jacket and it's fine. Calgary is super cold. But the thing is, it's not going to be as cold as Vancouver. Ooh, burp there. Not going to be as cold as Vancouver because Vancouver has a breeze and it's windy. Whereas Calgary's more dry. So, you know, I think it felt like it was winter basically in Vancouver when I was over there. But yeah, I'm back. Hate those visits. I hate plane rides. I hate it in general, especially if I'm going to go on a plane ride. I want to go to Korea, not Calgary. The turbulence was so bad. It was just not the best experience this time. And WestJet changed and delayed the flight several times. They changed the gate. We were walking around like crazy people. Like, it was just not pleasant. I woke up today. I knocked out right away when I got home. But sadly, I don't have the day off today. I do have to do a couple hours. Originally, it was going to be 12 hours, but it's just a couple hours right now because of exam schedules and stuff. Certain employees couldn't work, so I have to fill in. I think this might be the last week where Zion and myself have to make so much sacrifices. I feel bad that Zion has to make these sacrifices when he doesn't have to, but he's a good guy, he's awesome, there's a reason why he's my assistant manager, but it should be the last week, and even if anything comes up, I will take the hit of it and make the sacrifice, because it's not fair to Zion. He's not supposed to do all this extra stuff. I just have to make better judgment calls in the future when it comes to saying yes all the time. I need to be a little meaner. I'm still gonna be nice, but I have to be meaner if it's not worth the trouble. That's one thing I learned from the meeting. We are all too bloody nice. But things are gonna change, and I'm excited for the change. Whether or not the team is going to be happy about the change, I don't know, but they were fine with the first change I make. Because when it comes to change, I tend to introduce it a little bit at a time gradually without making it too big deal of it. Like, I'm not going to enforce like new rules as quickly as I want. I'll ease them in. You know, it's a little bit more troublesome, but it's less of a headache in the future. You know what I mean? I didn't vlog much yesterday because I was gonna vlog right after work, but then I started feeling kind of ill. Not really ill, but my throat is very scratchy. Like, it hurts to swallow. I think I'm getting sick. So I was like, you know what, I'll get some sleep, it'll help. Woke up, and usually after waking up when I have a sore throat, it's even worse because I haven't, you know, drank anything for that many hours. I had some hot lemon water, I had a bunch of water, and it's a lot better now. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, so I'm getting better. But yeah, I hate when I get sore throats. It's a sign that I'm getting sick. But I don't feel like my energy's low, or I don't feel any sickness anywhere. It's just my throat, which is weird. I am scared to think what will happen tomorrow on my day off when I finally relax my body. We'll see. I don't know if it's because I went to Calgary and it was bloody cold and I wasn't dressed warm enough. I didn't feel that cold, but in general, every time I go to Calgary, because it's so dry there, my throat got dry, my lips are dry. Like, I think it just didn't help. So, yeah. This morning I woke up, and then I was talking to my friend online for a little bit. And then I was doing some editing. I said I was gonna start, I don't remember if I said this, but I think I was gonna do the carnivore diet. But upon analysis, it is literally almost like my no sugar diet, but you're allowed sugar this time. It's just that you're limiting carbs from your diet. That's what it is basically, and you're eating vegetables and a lot of meat, like a lot of meat. So in my perspective, I'm like, it's not that difficult to do this diet because I technically kind of did it back then when I did no sugar. So I think carnivore diet is technically a little easier than a no sugar diet, I guess. So that was interesting. But in general, I think I might not do this diet as much or even try to do this because, as I said, my first meal of the day is always extremely filling because I eat a lot in the morning because I'm hungry because I didn't eat anything all day. The thing is, as I mentioned, after eating my big meal the first thing in the morning, the whole day I am not hungry. And the whole day I'm just burning off my whole meal. By the time I'm hungry, I'm off to bed already. So, yeah. And my first meal of the day consists of everything. Carbs, proteins, vegetables, everything. It's just a lot. And I wouldn't say it's a lot. Like my appetite has definitely shrunk, which is the goal. I've been overeating a lot in the past because, you know, Asian families always go, finish it, finish it, finish it. So, yeah. As I'm talking, I'm realizing it's not helping my throat. This is going to be an interesting day at work because all I'm doing is to talk. It's a million hours later. I am literally just sitting in bed right now because I am so tired. My sore throat does feel a lot better right now because I've been chugging water all day. So it feels a lot better right now. But because I'm so tired, I might as well just go to sleep. And sleep is the best medicine after all. So that's why I didn't really vlog much today because it really hurts to talk. But now it's a lot better. I can tell you right now, work was a struggle because I would have to talk a lot to customers and, you know, enunciate and, you know, greet them loudly. So it didn't help, but a good night's sleep is good. Sorry the week started out fairly more interesting and then it just fizzled out, but you know, can't blame me. At least it wasn't a complete dud like it usually is. So yeah, I'm gonna end the week here actually. Next week will be a little bit more interesting because it is the Black Friday week, so work will be a little bit more, not stressful. I do have a visit from my boss next week before Black Friday. Black Friday is never a big busy thing for Canadians, so we'll see. But I will look at some Black Friday deals though. So we'll see what I can get for cheap. Anyway, I shouldn't shop too much to save some money for another trip to Korea. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. I'm gonna end the week here, so see you all next week.